Let's talk mail order, telephone order, or MOTO payments. It's one of the easiest, most flexible ways for a business to take payments when the customer isn't standing in front of you. Here's how it all works. Hi, I'm Jay, and welcome to Explained by Square. In a fast, convenient, and contactless world, MOTO payments are a perfect addition for small businesses. Think of it this way. If a customer wants to place an order over the phone, pay a deposit without coming in, or book a service from a different city, MOTO lets you say, yes, we can take care of that right now. So what is a MOTO payment really? Basically, a MOTO payment is when a customer gives you their card details remotely, usually by phone or email, and you enter those details manually into a secure online payment form called a virtual terminal. The customer isn't tapping their card or clicking through an online checkout. It's just a quick, secure way to process a payment when the buyer can't be there in person. It works almost exactly like an online purchase. The difference is that you are the one entering the details on their behalf. And once the payment is submitted, the authorization process kicks off. The card network checks everything, the bank approves or declines it, and you get a confirmation on the spot. When it's approved, the money moves through to your merchant account and then into your business bank account. So, how do MOTO payments actually work in real life? Here's a breakdown. A customer calls and says, hey, can I pay for that over the phone? Or they email saying, I want to book this, but can I pay the deposit now? They give you their credit card number, expiry date, name, billing address, and the 3-digit code on the back. You open up your virtual terminal, something like Square Virtual Terminal, type in their details, confirm the amount, and hit charge. The system checks everything in the background, and within a second or two, you'll know whether it's gone through. They get a receipt by text or email, and you get the sale. That's it. No hardware, no card reader, no fuss. Just a browser and an internet connection. This is why so many businesses use MOTO payments. MOTO is a tool that businesses don't always think about, but once they start using it, they wonder how they ever survived without it. And the reason is simple. It's flexible. If you run a retail store but don't have an online shop, MOTO lets you take orders from customers who follow you on social media or find you from another city. If you're a consultant, tradie, or therapist who needs to take deposits, MOTO makes it immediate and easy. If you run a restaurant and need to process pre-orders, tasting reservations, or catering deposits, MOTO is a lifesaver. But the benefits stretch even further. It's convenient for both you and your customers. It's simple with no new hardware or complicated tools. It's fast, payments clear quickly. It's accessible, staff can log in from anywhere. And it expands your customer base. You're not limited to foot traffic. And for repeat customers, their details can be stored securely in something like Square Customer Directory with full compliance and encryption. So when they call again, payments are even faster. It's one of those tools that quietly unlocks new sales you didn't even realize you were missing. So, what does it cost? Now, because MOTO payments are considered card-not-present transactions, they come with slightly higher fees than a regular tap or chip payment. This is standard across the industry, not just with Square. Card-not-present transactions carry more risk, so the processing fees help cover the extra fraud prevention and security measures in place. With Square, there are no setup costs and no monthly subscriptions hiding in the fine print. Square charges one clear transaction fee for MOTO payments, which includes processing, PCI compliance, encryption, and fraud monitoring. So, how do you set up MOTO payments? Well, if you're already using Square for anything POS, invoices, or online checkout, this will feel very familiar. If you're brand new to Square, it's still incredibly simple. You create a free Square account, verify your identity, connect your bank, and then head straight into your dashboard. From there, your virtual terminal is sitting right there, ready to go. There's no installation, no device, and no plugins. You just log in and start entering payments. Your customer gets an automatic receipt and you get instant visibility in your dashboard. You can also export everything to Xero, track performance in real time, connect it to your POS, or even run your entire front of house and back of house setup from the same ecosystem. It's designed so you can give permission to any staff member to take payments confidently or prevent them from accessing parts of your business they shouldn't. So is MOTO safe? Yes, but it has risks, and it's important to be transparent about them. MOTO transactions, by nature, come with a higher fraud risk than in-person payments. Someone could theoretically give you stolen card details or enter someone else's information. You can't verify identity the same way you can when someone taps a card. But that doesn't mean MOTO is unsafe. It just means you need the right tools and the right habits. Square is PCI certified and you don't have to individually validate your compliance. The information never touches your devices or sits in a spreadsheet where it can be stolen. Everything goes through secure channels end to end. Square also handles risk monitoring and chargeback support on your behalf, which takes a huge weight off your plate. You don't need to buy extra software or manage complex documentation. The biggest risk tends to be human error, entering a number incorrectly or misreading a card. When it comes to keeping your MOTO payments safe and smooth, it really comes down to a few simple habits. Always punch in card details straight into the system, don't write them down, don't store them somewhere else, and don't pass them around. Double check things like the customer's billing address or their name, especially if it's a bigger transaction, and always double check with the customer before you hit process. Make sure only trained staff handle MOTO payments, keep your access tight, and send receipts right away. Square Virtual Terminal does that automatically for you. It also helps to check your dashboard every now and then for anything odd, like repeated declines or patterns that just don't feel right. And stay on top of reconciling your transactions. It keeps everything tidy and reduces risk. With simple routines and the right system behind you, the risks drop dramatically. If you want a simple way to take deposits without chasing invoices, expand beyond your local customers, or just want a backup option that keeps sales flowing even when customers aren't physically there, MOTO payments are one of the most flexible, accessible tools you can have. They're fast, practical, work from any device, and the setup is almost effortless. And when you run them through a system built for security, something that handles encryption, compliance, and fraud monitoring for you, they become a powerful extension of your business. And if your customer isn't comfortable with sharing their card details over the phone, you can also share a payment link where they can pay themselves on their phone, which you can learn more about in our other video. Thanks for watching, and follow Square for more business tips and inspo.